How often and how many times have you gone to pick up a trailer? Because I know it happens on your side and our side, and you're like, why is the tire flat, or why is things not filling up? And you're like, oh, let me check the valve. And you turn the valve on, and there's like this screaming airline leak right at the valve because
Yep.
but nobody bothered to tell the shop. They just turned it
Nope.
off. They're like, screw it, it's not my
But
problem.
but air up a trailer. Walk
Right?
around it. Listen. Make sure that light goes off. Don't just get in the hook your lines up, get in the truck, push in both valves, and go. You
Run.
probably have all. You probably got a brake chamber all spitting there
Mhm.
back there.
Right?
Watch your gauges.
Yep.
If those air gauges are going down real fast, you have a air leak. They
Right?
don't even know if the glad hands are leaking because they're in their truck. You can't hear that shit leaking in your truck, you know,
So
unless there's, you
here's
know,
one of my routines. So when I go to hook to our Target trailers, right? Most of the time they're dropped way too high, right? Because
yep, yep,
people suck, but whatever, that's fine. So I back in under it, and whether it's high or not, I get out. I hook up my airlines. I hook up my pigtail. I air it up while I'm sitting there, not actually finally hooked to it yet, right? And here's the reason why: because most times when I'm hooking to these trailers that are stupid high, the yard guys dropped it with so much pressure on the landing gear that you can't get it to spin down anyhow,
exactly.
right? But if you push in the red button on the trailer and you're on flat ground, oh my common sense, y'all.
It, it'll take the tension off the landing gear.
Right,
Yep,
and then you can spin it down, right, and then again, and now it's airing up the system, so give it a
yep,
couple minutes. Go ahead and hook your stuff up, crank down that gear, get it going. Reset the brake, hook to your trailer, and then push that red button in again once you're solid and hooked. And Rosie, if you have a Rosie, has checked the kingpin for you because you're too old and lazy to bend down and look underneath. Whatever. And guess what? That time you're sitting there doing your walk around and your little pre-trip inspection, your tanks are going to be full. And if they're not full by the
exactly.
end of that, clearly there's a problem. And you generally will hear those air leaks, like Quick
Yeah,
said. Hear them
yeah,
just walking around.
yep.
So we've all got our systems. But if your
Yep.
system is get in, push the buttons, and drive,
Yeah,
you've
go
got
fast.
problems with your systems.
It's routine. You do the same thing all the time. You won't. Learn your truck. Learn everything about it. If it's
Mhm.
making a noise, no, figure out what the noise is.